I was given a talk, I think it was this week sometimes, Thursday or something. Yeah, it was Thursday, it went yesterday. So I was giving a talk, to some peer mentors in training. So they're training to be peer mentors. So it was like my journey, how I've got to this, where I've got to in this company and just in life anyway, from, living the life I used to now living the life that I live today, yeah? So I'm not gonna get into it, but I used to live a life of crime, for a lot of years. And then I just thought to myself, I wanna change my life around, do you know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of the merry-go-round, do you know? And everybody wants to become Scarface, innit? But Scarface dies at the end of the movie. And remember, it's just a movie, it's just fiction. So I always used to lie to myself as well and say, you just need a good run, Jazeel. You just need a good run and you can make something of this, do you know? But in the end, I think I fought the law and the law won, yeah? So I just decided I want to change my life around. So I came out, it wasn't hard to change my life around. I changed my life around. I stopped doing the things that sent me to prison and started doing other things, yeah? Started working and things like that. And then I quit my job one day and started volunteering for like probation, St. Giles, Engage, YMCA paid me as a consultant. I just wanted to get into this sector anyway, yeah. So basically, I was telling these people how I got into this sector, how I changed my life around, what I've done. And then one of the questions at the end was, what happened if you failed? And I was like, failure's where it's at. Do you know, failure's where you're gonna learn the most. So I told the kid, I said, when you fail, that's when you've learned something. You've learned what not to do. You've learned what works and what don't work, yeah? And if you take that failure and go on to your next step, you're not gonna fail like that again, are you? That's not guaranteeing that you won't fail again, but it guarantees you don't fail like that, yeah? Then I said to him, have you ever heard of a one-hit wonder? And he was like, yeah. I said, remember that tune, Panda, like everyone was singing. He says, yeah. I said, where is he now? Where is the Panda kid now? And everyone in the room started laughing. And I said, because that was his first try, yeah? Got a song from got a beat off YouTube and knocked it out of the park. Absolutely knocked it out of the park, yeah? Bang. But where is he now? Nobody knows where he is now. He's on a milk box somewhere, missing, yeah? Because he hadn't failed in life. So he hadn't learned anything from his failure to add to when he had success. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was just basically telling them, don't be scared to fail. You gotta not be scared to fail in life, because failure is where you're gonna learn the most stuff, do you know? And then I said to them, who heard of Cardi B? They're like, yeah. I said, what was the first song you heard of Cardi B's? Is it Bodak Yellow or something? And they're like, yeah, they remember that song. I can't remember how it goes, but I remember when it was a big hit, it was everywhere, yeah? But I said to them, Cardi B had like a handful of mixtapes before that. And let's say each mixtape had 20 songs on it. Let's say she had 5 mixtapes before that and all 5 mixtapes had 20 songs on it. That's 100 songs Cardi B put out that nobody cared about. That's 100 times she failed. Because every time she put out a song, she wished that somebody cared about it enough for it to be Panda, for it to be Bodak fucking Yellow. Do you know what I'm saying? She wished, but they wasn't. So that was 100 times she failed before she hit it out of the park. And then when she hit it out of the park, she'd already had them failures behind her. And then once you hit it out of the park like that, and everybody's interested in you, they go back to what you did before and listen to that. And then she can even remix some songs from before and go back to putting hits out like she did. And where's Cardi B now? Somewhere sitting on the fortune of 40 million plus. Do you know what I'm saying? Where's Panda now? So don't be afraid to fail. You're going to learn more from your failure than you are from your success. Yes, there are anomalies out there, people that succeed the first time and they just keep it going and they keep on winning in life. But that's not the masses, in it. Like I said, that's the anomaly. So don't be afraid to fail, is what I was telling these peer mentors. You know, failure is where it's at. Failure is where, that's the learning curve, innit? That's where you're gonna learn everything.